Welcome to our yoga class for Yoga for Everybody. And today we're really going to develop and notice what's happening with our sciatic nerve. So put yourself on your mat, get nice and comfortable. For your legs, feel free to put a cushion under the knees, spread them out, bend your knees. It's really just to be comfortable. Then slide your shoulder blades down away from your ears, but your hips are comfortable. And then turn your palms facing up towards the sky. Close your eyes, taking a deep breath, and exhale with a sigh. Again, inhale, exhale with a sigh, and a third and final time. Take a deep breath in, and exhale with a sigh. Now slowly give yourself the permission to totally and completely let go, and tell yourself that the next hour is only for you. It's normal if you start thinking about things that you need to do or things that happened in the past, but focus on you, your well-being, and your health. After the class, you can think about all those other things. But for really helping your health, let your head empty out. To do that, just start taking notes about the quality of your breath. So notice, for example, where is the breath falling in your body? And if you happen to be breathing at the upper chest, it means you're breathing very shallow. So you want to deepen it and bring it down to your belly. You'll feel your stomach expand with the inhalations and contract with the exhalations. And as you listen into your breath, sometimes you can notice that it's maybe not 100% fluid. So concentrate in making the breath more and more fluid. So of course, there's a little pause at the top of the inhalation, at the end of the exhalation. But as much as you possibly can, let it slow down and be fluid. Then, start contracting your throat a tiny bit to start the Ujjayi breath. So this is when we're making the ocean sound from our breath. So ideally, make the volume of your breath loud enough so there's somebody beside you that can hear you breathing. So now, the word pranayama means that we are controlling our energy through the breath. So as we inhale, we want to feel all that energy that's just floating around the air. We're going to bring it into our physical body. And as we exhale, you want to imagine energy exiting your body. And you're going to feel your body also becoming heavier and going down towards the earth. So as we inhale, all the air comes in, we start feeling lighter and lighter. And as we exhale, we start feeling heavier and heavier. And now, we're also going to start incorporating the 3-part breath. So each and every inhalation and exhalation is divided in 3 sections. If you're not used to doing this breath, it's really okay. Don't worry if you lose your spot. You just have to restart if this happens. No stress. So if you like, you can also put your hands on your body to guide the breath. Usually the breath is going to follow your hands. So for the first, you can just take the first third of the breath from the belly. The second part's going to open the ribs, and the third part lifts the heart. As you exhale, the heart sinks down, the rib cage moves in, and then you press the belly button in towards the inside. So again, as we inhale, you open the stomach, the ribs, and the heart. And then you exhale, you let the heart sink down, the ribs move in, and then you pull the belly button in towards the spine. So you continue breathing at your own rhythm. It's easier if you keep it nice and slow so that you can divide those 3 sections. So that way, it's like you're forming a type of wave through the torso. You'll also notice that there's certain parts of your body that are easier to breathe from than others, but don't worry, that comes just with the practice. Just keep thinking about placing the effort into the breath. So again, keep your larynx contracted just as slightly to keep that ujjayi breath as well. And notice how you're able to release tensions from the body just through the breath. Because you're going to notice that when we're doing our physical asanas, that there are specific indications for where you want to breathe from. So this breath will help us learn how to direct the breath to heal more. Now, as you exhale, let go of that 3-part breath and start taking in deep belly breaths. So as we inhale, we're going to stretch the belly, and as we exhale, we let the belly button come in towards the spine. And ever so slowly, you start moving your fingers and your toes to wake up. And when you're ready, bend your knees and bring your feet to the mat. So as we're really paying attention to the sciatic nerve, we're going to take our strap and just bring it around your thighs. So you want to use your strap so that your knees and your thighs will stay about hip distance apart. So you just tie the strap so that it's at the right distance. So it's especially important if you're having a crisis with your sciatic nerve. You can lie back onto your back. So if you're not having any problems with your sciatic nerve right now, you might not feel much with the next exercise, but just keep going with it anyways, and it will eventually stretch out the hips. So what we're going to do is exhale, press the legs outwards, and inhale, let the legs come in. So you can do this 5 or 10 times. So you're exhaling, opening the knees. You're going to feel the pressure with the strap. So people who are in crisis with their sciatic nerve, it's normal if you feel lots of pressure right now in your hip muscles. So it's nice and gentle, but we really want to open up all the constrictions around the sciatic nerve. So now you can put your strap to the side, and this time we're going to take our block. So this time we're going to do the opposite movement. So you put the block between the knees, and this time, as we exhale, we're going to contract towards the inside. So make sure your shoulders are comfortable down on the ground. So just put your block so it's comfortable. There's different angles that you can use. Remember, you want to keep them about knee distance apart. Excellent. So now as we exhale, press the knees inwards against the block and then relax. Good. So each time you exhale, you're going to press in and inhale to relax. And this is going to start releasing the sciatic nerve. I know that this is a little tiny movement, but it really does help. So relax, put the block beside you, Excellent. So now just notice again all those different levels for the block. You have the smallest, the second, and then the very high level. So we're going to go into a supported bridge, and you're just going to see what feels good on your back. So press your feet to the earth and lift your hips up from the mat, and put the block just under the hips. Remember, we're not forcing anything. So if you feel like your hips are too high, put the block down to the next level and make sure that it's comfortable. And from here, you can even close your eyes and let the back relax down onto the block. This is going to help us change the angles in the pelvis. Feel free to open your feet a little bit wider if that's more comfortable. And whenever you're on your back in yoga, turn your palms up towards the sky. Even if it's not something to working on your hips at the moment, but we still don't want to put any tension into the shoulders. Good. Come back into listen to your breath. So you want to keep your breath very deep, fluid, and very slow. So we're going to contract our throats for the Ujjayi breathing. And always remember, yoga is the study of yourself through yourself. So especially when we're in postures where we're taking our time, you want to think about traveling inside yourself and notice all of the reactions that you have about this posture. So you want to notice if you're open, if you're feeling tensions. For example, if one side is more sore than the other. And really take time to notice every single thing. That way, you're going to notice what you need to concentrate on. Very good. So now press your feet against the mat to slide the block out. And we're going to come down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Excellent. Now bring the knees in towards the stomach, hug them tight, and slide side to side. Very good. You can place your feet back down to the mat with your knees bent. And you want to start thinking about opening up the muscles and stretching them out in the hip. So we're going to place the left ankle to the right knee. The left arm is going to be between the thighs and interlace the fingers behind the thigh. If you're finding that hard, take your strap and let the leg go further away from the belly. If you're finding it easy, pull the leg inwards towards your belly. And there's also another option to lift the right leg up towards the sky. So now we want to feel the stretch through the sciatic, through the side from the sciatic, the hamstrings, the hip muscles, and even the IT band. Sometimes we feel it in this posture. So you want to really pay attention and pull back just until you feel like the muscles will contract. Don't let them contract, because you want to really relax the brain as well to let it know that it's in a safe position. Now as you exhale, bend the right knee and let the foot come down to the earth. Then put the left foot down as well. Now inhale and cross the right ankle to the left knee. Place the right hand between the two knees and then interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. So again, there's many options to go just wherever you feel appropriate. You can use your strap too if you're finding this too tight. You can inhale, lift the leg up, and then again, we're going to pull in just enough to feel that nice stretch. Most times when we're having a sciatic nerve crisis, it's going to be more on one side than the other. So really make sure that you're working with the feeling and not necessarily the angle. You want to have it so that you know that your body is the most precious thing that you absolutely have, and work with all its limits and all its strengths. Good. Now as we exhale, we're going to bend the left knee and bring the left foot to the floor. So now interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Good. Now, oftentimes when we're having nerve problems, you want to think kind of about pumping the movement. So exhale, bring the leg in towards the belly, and then lift the leg up. Exhale, bring the leg down. Let the arms go far away from your body. And again, exhale, bring the knee in towards the belly. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. And then let the arms go out. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, stretch the arms out. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, let the arms slide out. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the rib cage. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, and then inhale, stretch the arms away from the belly. And one last time, inhale, pull the leg in, lift the leg up, exhale, bend the knee, and then inhale to let it come down to the earth. Good, so we're gonna go to the other side. So interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Good, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lift, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, stretch your arms out. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. And then inhale, stretch the leg forward by straightening the arms. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And inhale, straighten out the arms. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the ribs. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And then last time, bring the leg down towards the floor. Good. Now you're going to need your strap again for the next posture, depending on how flexible you are. So you want to bring the strap so it's just under the toes. If you're more flexible, feel free to hold onto your ankle with your hands. Also, if it's comfortable for your back, you can straighten the left leg. It's really however you're feeling this morning. Inhale, we're going to straighten the leg, and as we exhale, just slightly stretch the leg towards the inside. So right now, we want to keep the leg straight, and really, we don't force it all. We're going to really work naturally with the flexibility. So every time we inhale, flex your foot, straighten the knee, and then when you exhale, pull the leg slightly in towards your body. So if you're finding that this is feeling uncomfortable or painful, lower your leg away from your body. We're not here to make more tension, we're here to release tension. So concentrate right now on how you're feeling through your hip and your low back. Notice what this is doing to your sciatic nerve. Excellent. Now hold on to your strap with the left hand and let your right arm come down to the ground. And very slowly exhale and start turning your right leg into a twist towards the left side. You stop when you feel a nice stretch through that right hip. Sometimes you have to play a little bit with the angle. And then relax once you find that perfect feeling. And watch that tension start disappearing in the air around you. Try to keep your knee fairly straight. And whenever you feel it release, you can again play with the angle. You can let the leg go further towards the left as well. And really think about releasing all of the muscles on the right side of the hip. Exhale to your maximum. Super. As you exhale, slowly let the leg come down to the floor. You can even bend your knee if you like. So now, pump your knees just a little bit to make sure that you're feeling comfortable. If you need to, also adjust your hips and your shoulder blades. So now for the other side, inhale, lift up the left leg, and you can hold onto your ankle or put the strap around the ball of the foot. And then just start by flexing your foot and bring the leg in just to where it feels like your knee might have to bend. Good. Make sure you feel a nice stretch. So a lot of times, if you've been trained to do sports, you're gonna push this to have good results. But in yoga, it's therapy. It is not a sport. So you really wanna feel how you would be feeling if you got a massage or an osteopath appointment. So remember, you're avoiding pain. So whenever you feel like the posture is getting easier, exhale and bring it closer in towards your body. Now, put your strap into the right hand, or you can hold onto your big toe with the first two fingers of the right hand, and start sliding your left leg towards the right in a twist. So remember, the two sides probably won't have the same angle. You want to find where you're feeling your tension. So sometimes we're nice and flexible on one side, and maybe the sciatic is pinched on the other side. So really pay attention to what you're feeling, and then just concentrate on the breath. Excellent. Again, keep changing the angle of the leg as it releases. Very good. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, let it come down towards the mat. So now we're going to come onto our stomach, and we're going to start in Sphinx posture. So let your feet relax down on the mat, and the big toes will point towards one another. Relax your hips. So now you're going to put your elbows under your shoulders and put your palms down to the mat. So we want to feel our spine nice and long, and it's almost as if somebody's pulling us up through the crown of the head. So we're just going to slowly start working with the sciatic nerve. So we're going to start on the right side, lifting the leg as we inhale, exhaling as we bring it down. So remember to be very kind to your own body, especially if you're in a crisis at the moment. So again, we're going to inhale, lift the leg up, exhale down. You can make this movement very, very small. Start the movement from the hip. Good. Relax that leg, and we're going to come to the other side. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, bring it down. Just keep repeating. So use your breath to guide the movement. Be gentle. Very good. Bring the leg down and then the head as well. Then I'm going to press the hands towards the mat and press back for child's pose. Press your hands down to the mat and slide your hips side to side to really relax your sciatic nerve. Very good. Now walk your hands as much as you can towards the left. You'll probably feel a stretch on your right side. Take a few deep breaths here. And feel how your weight wants to come down towards the earth as you exhale. Good. Now walk them towards center and keep walking the whole way towards the right. Good. Look towards your right if that's comfortable for you. That's very good. Good. Now bring your hands back to the center and see if you can sit on your heels and then swing your legs forward. So we're going to do some stretches sitting down here, and feel free to use your strap. So take your thigh and rotate it out. And this actually helps us rotate the leg bones. So if you like, use your strap around the balls of the feet. And if you're really finding that that's hard for you, feel free to sit on a block or a cushion. Make sure that your back stays nice and straight, and you're going to press your legs down towards the floor. And as you exhale, start lowering yourself towards your thighs. Remember, you can always use your strap. If you don't need it, use your fingers. So now as you inhale, you want to stretch out through the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to see if we can go down a little bit more towards the floor. Take your time. Breathe deeply. It's always the breath that's more important than the posture. Take deep breaths in and out through the stomach level. Relax your dos, and as you relax your back, and as you exhale, let yourself come forward. So it's your choice if you want to relax your neck, or you can stretch your neck forward. Now remember that your leg and your hip muscles are very thick, so it takes time to really stretch them out. Super. As you inhale, come up nice and slowly. And this time, we're going to bend the right knee and place the right leg just to the inside of the left thigh. Keep your left foot flexed and turn your torso just a tiny bit so that your heart points between the big toe and the second toe. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your belly towards your right thigh, keeping your back nice and straight. Concentrate on your feeling. So as you inhale, you're straightening your back and you're pressing your leg down towards the earth. And as you exhale, see if you can come down a little bit more. Again, you're learning how to become your own therapist. So you have to listen in to all of those signals that your body's giving you at this moment. So for example, if your breath is blocking, you've gone too far. So you can imagine stepping back 10%. Inhale, walk your hands back. And then take that right leg and cross it over the left leg so that your right foot is on the floor. So really watch if you have any herniated discs, because the twists are especially problematic, let's say, for this stretch. So be very, very gentle when you twist. Good. Keep the right hand to the left hand to the right knee, left hand to the back. And as you exhale, start turning towards the right side. So as we inhale, we want to feel that the spine gets longer. And as we exhale, if it's available for you, turn a little bit more without forcing anything. It should feel very natural. Because we're trying to bring our body back to its natural state, its natural healthy state. Excellent. As you exhale, come back to the center. Now, let that right leg come forward, rotate the thigh out, and then bend the left leg so that the foot is the inside of the right thigh. Flex your right foot, press the thigh down, and then turn your torso just slightly towards the right. Exhale, come down over that right leg. Good. It's always the same rules. Inhale, straighten the back and press the right leg down towards the floor. And when we exhale, we're going to see if we can come down another millimeter or two, wherever our body will let it go. Take your time. There's absolutely nothing that's rushing us. And every time you're exhaling, feel the comfort that's coming into the body as the muscles relax and the tensions leave. Excellent. As you inhale, start coming back to your center and then cross the left leg over the right. Put the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind the back. Rotate the shoulders back and down, lift the heart, and then exhale, start turning towards the left side. Again, listen to your back. Notice if there's places that have more tension than the others. And as we inhale, make sure that you feel your spine getting longer. And as you exhale, see if you can turn a little bit more. Use your breath to guide you. As you exhale now, slowly come back to center. Now we're going to bring our feet together and pump the knees up and down to make sure that our hips are feeling nice and comfortable. So now come up to all fours. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders. The index fingers are parallel, and then stretch out the other fingers from there. So for here, we want to do the cat and dog posture. So as you exhale, good. This time we're going to exhale, let the stomach go down. This is a little bit different. So we're letting the head come down. So each time we exhale, the back is going up this time, but the look up and then look down. Then as you inhale, let the belly come down, look up and look down. So we're going to do this a few more times. So again, you exhale, stretch the back up, look down. Inhale, let the belly come down, look up and look down. Excellent. Come back to your neutral spine. And then we're going to take a step forward with the right foot. So first start by stretching out your toes. And try to hold on to your mat with your toes. Exhale, stretch forward. Inhale, try to straighten your knee and see if you can bring your forehead to your shin. So keep working with your breath. Try to keep your heel and your toes on the mat for the whole movement. So again, we're exhaling forward. Inhaling to straighten. Very good. Come back to your center and then step back with the right knee. Inhale, step forward with your left foot. So again, you want to spread your toes and hold on to the mat with your toes. As you exhale, stretch the knee forward. Inhale, see if you can straighten your knee. See if you can also bring your forehead to the shin. And really make sure that you keep your toes and your heels on the floor, because all of your ligaments and tendons go all the way to the toes. Very good. Come back to your center. Step back with the left knee and stretch back to the child's posture. Now turn your toes under, and as you exhale, straighten the knees for down dog. Turn the tailbone up towards the sky, walk the heels out. Good, let the heels stretch down towards the floor. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, and then swing the knee between the two hands as you exhale for the pigeon posture. So this is a fantastic posture for the sciatic nerve. So first you want to balance out your weight between the two legs and then bring your forearms to the ground in front of you. So it's really important to be comfortable. So if right now you're feeling that it's too tight, put the right foot really under the thigh, under the left thigh. If you need more of a stretch, bring that left foot slightly forward. And then take a few deep breaths here. So you really have the tendency to sit on the right side. So really keep concentrating to make sure that you don't lower the right hip down too far. If you need to, feel free to prop your forehead up with a cushion. And the most important thing that you can do here is relax your hip and take deep breaths. So make sure you're comfortable, because we're going to be here for maybe even a couple of minutes, because this is one of the major postures for the sciatic nerve. Feel free to close your eyes and concentrate in on your breath. And as you inhale, notice your torso expanding in 3 dimensions, and how as we exhale, the body relaxes down. You'll even feel how the gravity starts pulling us down towards the earth. So that's why it's not necessary to do big movements, because between the breath and the gravity, we're going to have some natural changes. So also notice that this part of our body often contracts naturally. So you might have to remind yourself to really relax all the muscles around your hips. Very good. Keep breathing. Now, start walking your hands in towards your body so that you can come to a seated pigeon, and then turn your left toes under, and we're going to step back for a down dog. Walk the heels out to bring the hips back into their comfortable position. Let the heels sink down to the floor. Inhale, lift the leg up behind you, the left leg, bend the knee and swing it down between the hands. So find your happy medium so that you have the same amount of weight on both legs, and then bring your forearms down to the floor. Now from here, you can really feel if you need to adjust the angle of the left foot. So you really want to be able to relax your hips. So you want to have that feeling the hips are opening. If you go too far into the posture, they're going to contract and we won't be able to get that stretch. Feel free to use cushions to prop yourself up so you can be more and more comfortable. Take deep breaths in and out. Notice how the earth is going to help you completely relax all of the tensions around your hips and your low back. Remember, it is not necessary to live in pain. Your body is going to do whatever it possibly can to help you go back to your optimum health. Good, that's very good. So remember, sometimes you have to mentally remind yourself to release the muscular tensions so that you can sink further and further down towards the floor. So sometimes, even if you just need to do a quick practice, remember you can always go into the pigeon pose to release the sciatic nerve. Now start walking your hands in towards your knees. Come up to a seated pigeon. Tuck your right toes under. And as we exhale, we're going to step back for down dog. Walk the heels one at a time to really relax your hips. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and come down to the mat. We're going to start walking the feet in towards the hands. We want to keep the legs straight. It doesn't matter if you can touch the ground or not, but let the back totally and completely relax. Now take a moment to adjust your feet so that they're hip distance apart. Lift the toes up, stretch them out, and then hold on to the mat with your toes. Now, cross your arms and relax your neck and your shoulders. Turn your coccyx up towards the sky. Very good. Now, bring your hands to the mat. If you need to, feel free to bend your knees. And again, we're going to make another movement to activate the sciatic nerve. So inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it down. So we're going to do this several times. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So it's your breath that's going to guide the rhythm of the leg. Last time, inhale, lift it up, exhale, bring the leg down. Take a small moment to replace your feet where they're supposed to be. Activate your feet, and then inhale, lift the left leg up, exhale, bring it back down. So you can do this a few times. Very good. Exhale, let the feet come down to the floor, and then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Very good. So spread the feet out so that your toes are pointing towards the outside. And as you exhale, come down to a squatting position. Don't worry if your feet can't come down flat on the ground. We're just going to spread the knees out with our elbows, and the hands will stay in prayer. Inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze the knees in against the elbows. Sometimes we feel a nice shaking in the hips when we do this. Make sure your spine is straight. and stretch out through the neck. That's excellent. So as you exhale, come to a seated position. We're going to put the feet to the front of the mat. The feet and the knees should be more or less hip distance apart. Take your thighs and rotate them outwards. Interlace your fingers except for the index finger. And as you exhale, come down one vertebrae at a time. Excellent. So start walking your feet in towards your hips and cross the right knee over the left knee. So ideally there's no space between the knees. And then bring the knees in towards your belly and pull them in with your legs. So be very gentle with yourself, because if you are having any type of crisis with the sciatic nerve, you're really going to feel this. So remember, we're going to pump this in and out. So as we exhale, we're going to pump the knees in, exhale, let them stretch out. So you want to make many, many repetitions here to really relax your sciatic nerves and your piriformis as well. So you just want to stimulate it, but you don't want to have any of your muscles contracted. Make sure that you're always able to take deep breaths in and out. Very good. So now as we exhale, bring the left foot down to the floor and stretch the arms out to the side. As we exhale, we're going to let the knees come down towards the left side as well. And turn your head towards the right. So now, we really want to feel the stretch in the center of the right hip. So adjust the level of your knees. And then turn your head ever so gently towards the right. If you're comfortable, you can always close your eyes. Let your hips melt down towards the mat. Relax your hips. And put all your effort into your breathing. So each time we inhale, we want to feel the right side of the body really stretching. And as we exhale, everything's going to melt down. Je sais des fois qu'on exagère. We are really exaggerating the breath. But the breath is what's actually going to start helping us heal from the inside to the outside. So really keep the muscles around the hips as relaxed as possible and let the breath work do the rest. Listen into the sound of your breath as you hear those waves coming in and out of the body. Excellent. Press the belly button in. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center. Exhale, put the right foot down. Inhale, other side. So it's the left knee over the right. And then hold on to the back of the legs. And then we're going to start pumping it in and out with the breath. So exhale, bring the knees forward. Inhale, let the arms get loose. It's always the breath that guides the movement. So a lot of our work in yoga is how to re-educate the mind to let all of those tensions leave the body and stop protecting us. So especially when we have pain that stays in our body for more than 6 months, the brain starts developing a certain type of pattern to protect you. So you have to actually change the pattern in the brain to get good results. So this is brain plasticity. So we want to get it out of this protection mode by showing the brain that we can do this comfortably. Good. Now as you exhale, bring the right foot down to the mat, open the arms, and slide the left knee closer to the right and let them come down towards the right side. And turn your head towards the left side. Make sure that you adjust the level of the knees to target the areas that you're feeling any type of pain this morning. And now there's nothing else to do except taking deep breaths in and out. So as we inhale, we want to feel the energy coming into our body. And as we exhale, we let everything melt down towards the floor. So as we inhale and we stretch out from the breath, it's normal that you feel a little bit more sensation in the stretch. So you really want it to imagine it opening up and releasing. Feel all that beautiful energy coming in. And as you exhale, notice all the pain leaving. Keep taking deep breaths in and out. And notice if the hips are starting to open and if you're starting to feel more comfortable, especially around the hips and the sciatic nerve. Super. Now press the belly button in, and as you inhale, lift the knees back to center. Exhale, put the left foot down. And then bring both knees in towards the belly. Hold on to the back of the feet, or you can hold the sides of the feet for the happy baby posture. And if you're even finding this easy, feel free to pull your feet down towards the ground. Keep taking a few deep breaths. Good. Now relax your legs, relax the arms, and place your body nice and comfortably against the mat for Savasana. Feel free to put cushions under the knees, anything that will make you more comfortable. If it's more comfortable, feel free to spread out the legs or bend the knees. Adjust your hips. Let the shoulder blades rest down away from the ears. And fully and completely relax. Often we don't have enough time to relax in our daily lives. So really let yourself soak up all this beautiful relaxation, the luxury, and let your body come back to its health. You don't even have to control your breath anymore. Just notice how your body is starting to react after all of those postures that we've been doing. So, with all of these beautiful postures we've been practicing, you're able to make your own type of library if you concentrate on what the postures do to each body part and how you come back. to your stable life. And it's normal. There's always stress that happens in life. Sometimes we have control, sometimes we don't. But everybody has these type of experiences, and they come out in our physical body. And what's really important is how we learn to come back to ourselves and to come back into balance. So even now, during our relaxation, notice if there's a place that feels any more tension, and place all of your intention into that zone. So for example, let's pretend it's your right hip that has a little bit more tension, and you can start imagining that, for example, the color of your hip is a dark brown, where the rest of your body is a bright, vibrant red. You can notice that the hip's not moving as much as it should be. And then start telling your own cells to activate. Send all of your healing energy into, for example, the right hip. And as you do this, notice in your mind's eye that the color, that dark brown in the hip, starts to brighten and become more fluid and beautiful. And it starts connecting in to the rest of the body. It's becoming more flexible and more healthy. And then start to notice all of your body in its entirety. Remember how it is when you feel at your maximum, at your best. And notice how that changes from one moment to the next, even within the same day. Now, start moving your fingers and your toes to come back to your physical body. And slide your arms up and over your head. And take a deep, deep stretch all the way from the fingers down to the toes. Then one side and then the other. And if you happen to need any other type of stretch or movement, feel free. Then bend your knees and turn over on the right side. So keep a hold of that nice relaxation and press your left hand to the mat to help you come up to a seated position. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders, and bring your hands to your heart in prayer so we can chant Om. Inhale. Thank you. Namaste.
Cette émission d'Accès est appuyée par Cogeco et est rendue possible grâce à la collaboration de la communauté avec Nous TV.